Kevin Rankin. I'm the general manager here at Watercolour Westport, and my connection to the team and the way I got involved was that Steve and I became friends. Steve, the founder, and I became friends about a dozen years ago, and I had a career pause a couple of years ago, and wonderfully and miraculously, Steve kind of called me and said, hang on to your chair, I got something that we should talk about. What's really exciting to me is that when I first got to know Steve, I knew who Landar Construction was. I knew of their, the stellar reputation in the Ottawa area as an award-winning builder, winning awards that no other Canadian builder had won, and the opportunity to work with a guy like Steve who had just done a lot in the last 12 years of building into my life and the lives I've seen him build into the lives of so many others, to think, oh, he's inviting me to be part of this new project he's doing, Watercolour Westport. I thought, how? This is amazing. So I was a little bit slow to pick up on it just because, honestly, I thought, how can I bring value to this area? But it has been just a remarkable journey to work with a friend and somebody who is just a world-class builder. Yeah, I think the thing that really connects for me with the vision of Watercolour Westport is that we all have this deep desire to lead a meaningful life at a sort of an unhurried pace. And as somebody who's been a cottager for many years and recognize that there's a difference between sort of big city living and being close to water, kind of feeling like you're getting your, you're finding yourself again, or you're getting your soul back just because you're in a better rhythm. I think that is the thing that captured my imagination, that vision of just a better place to live in cottage country, in community, in a place where access to the outdoors is kind of built in. I thought, wow, that's a great vision, and it's wonderful to see it coming to fruition. So Westport is literally like this gem that I think the majority of people in this part of the world, Ontario, Quebec, even upstate New York, don't realize. It's been a gem for a few hundred years, and there are a select group of people that know it. But what's really neat about it is that I think it's going to become known a lot more. What makes it so special to me is it's at the headwaters of this historic Rideau Canal, with just these beautiful waterways, the beautiful escarpment and walking trail that's here, and then the village itself. Everything is within a square kilometer. There's everything you can kind of imagine that you would need, not only from a daily needs standpoint, but even just to pamper yourself a little bit. The winery and the brew pub and the coffee shop go along with all those other things that maybe are a little more necessary on a daily basis, the grocery store and the bank and the rest. And what I think is so remarkable about it for me is I've got to know this place that I didn't know so well before, is it's a place of beauty, just in terms of these beautiful old homes with large front porches. And just as you walk through this village, you can just, it just has a different feel to it than suburbia does, or than a lot of big cities do, to have these very grand front porches and beautiful trees, and people walking their dogs going by, and chatting with neighbors. It's it's quite unique to be able to have all that stuff in a very easy to access space. I think the thing that's impacted me the most is to see how excited the customers who moved in to the community are. Like, that really is gratifying, to be honest. It has a wonderful way of providing this feedback that what we've been working on is perhaps maybe even better than what we thought in terms of what the customers are going to experience. And that includes both the experience of living in the home with the comfort and the comfort and quality of the living in these homes, I think has exceeded the buyer's expectations, and that is super encouraging. And then the other thing that really has been a delight for me is just to watch the people who are moving in the community get to know each other and start to develop relationships in a very short period of time, right? That's very special. I think the last thing that I would say has impacted me is to hear the stories about how, whether they're family or friends that come to visit the people that have bought here, have really said, wow, because I've heard from some of them as they've been, visiting, and they would say, it's really a beautiful community. It's a beautiful home. They're incredibly well appointed and decorated. And that kind of feedback, it feels great. And it also says, hey, we're not just drinking our own Kool-Aid, right? We're doing something that people can really appreciate on an everyday basis. Yeah, my number one piece of advice is come. Just come. Spend an unhurried half day or day getting to know what the vision is and what these homes are all about, and then connect with some of the things that are available in this village. Like, it's just an incredible place where whatever your passion is, there are some very, there's some great amenities and great facilities here to get familiar with. So yeah, that'd be my number one. Come, have an unhurried time to get to know this community and how it is integrated into this historic, beautiful place on the water.